This thing's a lot bigger than it looked online. What flavor sauce do you like best? Alright, well that was pretty meh. Good morning from Lake Wapopello State Park. Today things get a little dicey, and not just because of the rain. We're heading to Cave in Rock State Park in Illinois, and they don't take reservations. So I don't have a reservation for this next spot. And I'm actually less anxious about that than I think I would have been. But I mean, I think it's gonna work out. I don't foresee them being completely full on a Sunday. Anyway, it's raining, but we're gonna get packed up and hit the road. All right, we're hitting the road. I had some guy right behind me, so I didn't bring out my phone, but we're going up this steep hill. I can see why they closed this in November, because if this ice is over, you're screwed. You're not getting out of here ever until it thaws. But we're heading to Poplar Bluff. We have a very important package to pick up there at CVS, and then we're going to hit up Walmart, and then we'll be on our way to Cave in Rock. We're at Walmart, Poplar Bluff. We just picked up the package at CVS. This is our last stop, except for getting fuel on the way. Okay, well, that is slightly annoying. Just got back into my site, leveled, and then tried to hook up power, and it kept popping the 30 amp. I mean, there's a 50 amp right across from us. I wanted to have, because this way is north, so I wanted to have a ton of room to put Starlink out. Maybe I'll see if a 50 amp is open over there. Anyway, I've been able to run both ACs off of 30 amp, and I don't have anything running right now, and it just kept popping. So that's pretty annoying, but either way, I mean, I have to find a new site. So I'm done setting up for the second time. A little annoying, but walking Mr. Beans, who doesn't really want to walk right now, so we're just sitting here. Yeah, let's check out these bathrooms. Got a few sinks. They're automatic, but they've got soap, hand dryer, urinal, a few stalls, and some showers. They're push button, but the water actually got hot, which is a relief, but there's no curtain. But whatever, it's passable. We'll take a hot shower. So, sit rep from Cave in Rock State Park. I'm all paid for the week. Guess how much I paid? Less than I paid for Cedar Bluff. I paid $20 a night, so that comes out to $140 for the week. Paid in cash, and that's it. So we're all good. I went for a run earlier today and found the cave. So I'm excited to show you guys that later. All right, today I'm heading down to the Cave in Rock. And as you can tell by my attire, it's quite chilly. Yesterday was rainy and chilly, and the first time I've run the heat in the RV during the day on this trip, which is a little crazy. Anyway, let's see what the cave has to offer. All right, so I'm heading down these steps looking for the Cave in Rock. This thing's a lot bigger than it looked online. Now we're gonna have to see that from the top. So I guess a lot of people carve their names or inscribe their names in one way or another here. And the guy that checked me in yesterday told me he saw the earliest one being from like 1840 or something, which is kind of crazy. Also, if anyone has any idea how this was formed, let me know in the comments. There's the ferry that takes you across the Ohio River. So this must be the top of the cave where we saw the crack. Whoa, that is scary. So they say water and wind erosion caused the cave to be the way it is now. And apparently there was a earthquake in 1811 and 1812 that helped shape it. I don't know. That's kind of boggling my mind there. But I guess I believe it. I don't know. So this evening I'm heading up to the restaurant that's part of the state park, aptly named Cave and Rock State Park Restaurant. And we'll see what it's all about. I've looked at the menu online. It looks like it's pretty standard American food. So I'm excited to check it out. I'm pretty hungry. I start with the cheddar jalapeno hush puppies. Can I also get 5 bone-in wings? What flavor sauce do you like best?
I like either the sweet chili or the Carolina best.
Okay, I'll do Carolina. Can I do blue cheese with that? Oh, and is it possible to just get the taco soup by itself, no grilled cheese? Like a cup of that? Yeah. And then can I also do the Reuben? The Reuben. that's it for now.
Alrighty. And what can I get you to drink?
Just water. All right, well, that was pretty meh. The hush puppies were really dry. They could have used some ranch or something. I don't know where they said there was cheddar in there, but I didn't taste it, or the jalapeno. The wings, I guess they deep fried them, covered them in sauce, and then put them on the grill because there was burn marks on them and they smelled and tasted acrid, and the sauce that I got was too sweet. I would have been happier with buffalo, I think. And then the Reuben, I should have just gotten a burger. Anyway, the Reuben had something on it that I've never had on a Reuben. I think it was mayo. And it was really sloppy and saucy and not the greatest. Anyway, it was like 20 something bucks or something. I got a ton of different food. Oh, and I got the soup too, the taco soup, which was par for the course, I suppose. Anyway, I won't be going back there. So disappointed. That makes me appreciate my own cooking, I guess. Okay, so today I'm gonna make some meatloaf. And this isn't because of where I am or anything to do with that. It's just, I bought the ground beef last week and was trying to come up with something to make with it, and this sounded really good. So I've never made it this way before, and this isn't any sort of recipe that I'm following. It's just kind of following my heart. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef. It's gonna be a pretty big meatloaf. I've got 3 strips of floppy bacon, a few cloves of garlic, 2 small medium onions, some pickled jalapenos that I minced up, and then a few sun-dried tomatoes that I also minced up. I'm gonna add 2 eggs, I believe, some breadcrumbs, some of the barbecue sauce that I made a few weeks ago for my beef ribs, some liquid smoke that's hiding back there, Worcestershire, barbecue seasoning, and some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna first start by greasing this pan. I probably don't need to, but want to anyway. And I'm gonna open up our ground beef, throw in all our ingredients, and we're gonna call it meatloaf. I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. Let's crack 1 egg in here. Let's do both eggs. Now I'm gonna throw all the rest of this stuff in. Stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna throw some liquid smoke in here. Throw some Worcestershire. And some barbecue seasoning. And then a touch of the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put more barbecue sauce on top. I might break into the Sweet Baby Ray's for that. Add some black pepper and breadcrumbs. And as with most things that I cook, I'm really taking my time and measuring things out, as you should in the kitchen. All right, this is looking really good. So I'm going to plop it in the loaf pan and throw it in the oven. All right, that is looking yummy. All right, let's throw some of our barbecue sauce on. And if you didn't watch me make this barbecue sauce, go back and find it. It was when I was in Colorado. I'll link it here, I think. It's been so long since I've had meatloaf. All right, into a 350 degree oven this goes. It'll probably take about an hour, that's my guess. To go with our meatloaf, I'm going to make some mashed potatoes because I've been craving them pretty hardcore. And if you couldn't tell by the getup, yes, it's a different day. The meatloaf took over 2 hours to cook. Anyway, I have some little potatoes, that's what they're called. And we're going to fill this up with water and we're going to boil them and mash them and they're going to be delicious. So let's get started. Probably do about half the bag. And we'll throw in a little bit of salt. All right, so our potatoes are done. I just tested them with a fork. They're pretty tender. So let's get rid of this water. Throw in a little bit of butter. And while these were boiling, I was debating what I was going to mash them with, and I think this is what I'm going to use. So let's see how it goes. Oh, yeah, light work with them, and they're going to be pretty rustic style mashed potatoes. Okay, I'm going to add some cream cheese to this as well. Milk. Give it a taste for seasoning. Salt. Let's do some pepper as well. Now I'm going to heat up my meatloaf. Okay, so I have some barbecue sauce that I got at the campground store at the Ozarks that I'm going to try on this. Actually, let's give it a try plain first. It held up nicely when I cut it and when I just cooked it, so it's pretty good. It's got like a barbecue-y flavor. I taste the bacon. I taste a little bit of smoke, just a tiny bit. Those jalapenos, tasting them. All right, let's give the mashed potatoes a try. Could use a little bit more salt, but whatever. I was worried that these potatoes wouldn't boil nicely and make good mashed potatoes, but I checked their website and they said that was one of their recommended ways to cook it. So it worked. I mean, they're not like gluey or like anything. They're good. So let's try a little bit of this barbecue sauce on here. Yeah, it just like amps everything up. That's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna devour this. And of course I have veg. just walking around the little town of Cave and Rock. I wanted to check out that Palmer's trading post and see what kind of gems and rocks and stuff they had. It was a pretty cool place. I ended up talking to the guy and asked him about the bikes that are all around town, the painted bikes. And apparently there's a couple that lives here that puts them out, and they represent a different type of cancer. I guess they're for cancer awareness. So it's kind of cool. I also got to see the ferry come in and load up and load off, which was kind of cool, and double checked that I'll be able to take it tomorrow, because that's the way that Google Maps is telling me to go tomorrow. So that'll be kind of cool, and I'm excited about that. So anyway, it's a rainy little day. This town is pretty quiet, pretty empty. Yeah, nice little Saturday, I guess. Alright, that's enough fun for one episode. If you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around, and subscribe so you can see where our adventure takes us next. But until then, stay excellent.